Hey friends, it's Tammy with Art by Tammy Lassiter. Hope you're well today. So I thought I would do another coaster set in my mold set that I got from Dryer Days Art Studio. Today I'm going to be using the color C, deep blue from Color Joy through Dryer Days. I've mixed my Recollections Seafoam mix and Under the Sea holographic from Southern Comfort, antique lace also from Dryer Days, blue pearl from Dryer Days, and in that I put 1 drop of aqua blue from Let's Resin. I'm hoping that I am in frame here. I'm going to look at my camera and make sure that I am, so that I can make sure you're seeing everything. I'm going to put you more central here. Okay. I'm going to move you up a little, so you're not so close in on me. I am so sorry for that, y'all. Okay. All right, so like I did before, I'm just going to move these a little bit off to the side here so I don't knock anything over. All right, let's see. And we're just going to go ahead and start. My resin is looking a little wonky tonight. Hoping that it's okay. But we'll just try it and see. I'm just re-steering. I had mixed off screen everything, so you wouldn't have to wait for that. And so this is antique lace. Is one of my favorite color micas from Dryer Days. I'm hoping you can see it, but it's ivory, but it has streaks of like a champagne gold or real light gold, and it's beautiful. It's just gorgeous. I mixed this a little on the thick side, so I'm hoping I'm not going to have too much, but I have some extra coasters over on the sides that I can use for my extra. And this is a little on the thick side, but that's okay. This is a really pretty color. You've seen me use this recently, this deep blue. It's very rich, gorgeous cobalty blue, gorgeous color. And I'm hoping this is not going to take over. I'm not 100% sure. And then this beautiful C. This is, I don't even know who makes this. It came in a pack of 50 micas off of Amazon. I didn't see a company name on the packaging at all. So we're just gonna play and see. And we're just gonna fill this until it is full. I'm going to let this settle a little bit and start playing in some of my coasters here. This is already beginning to thicken a little bit. I mixed a total of 8 ounces of resin. My measuring cup did not have 10-ounce measurement on it, and I didn't want to go up to 12 because I felt like for tonight I'd be making more than what I wanted to. And so I'm just kind of going with the assumption that I have enough here, that I'll have enough for all of it. If not, I'll just have to mix some extra resin off camera and see what we can come up with. And as you know, because glitter is heavier, it's going to sink, and the majority of it's going to be on the other end. So we're going to see most of that on the other side when we unmold it. I'm going to put some more of it in here. We're going to be scraping the bottom, y'all. I probably needed that extra 2 ounces. So we'll keep our fingers crossed. I still have plenty of 2 other colors left, so we'll see how it goes. We will see. We will see. And don't be afraid to just experiment with your colors. I've got a lot of colors that I'm doing here, and you don't have to do this many if you're not sure about what colors will work well together, what the outcome will be. And the thing about it is that when you're doing a mold like this, especially one as deep as this one, or any mold for that matter, anytime you're pouring. You don't know what's on the other side. You don't know, you know, what's going to hover and what's going to be more, oops, that's not good. And what's going to sink more. And so when you unmold it, it's just as much a surprise to you as it is to anyone else who's seeing it. You know, you can have a general idea over practice for a long period of time as to how your resin reacts and acts towards certain pigments and mediums and such. But as far as your colors and what you add into your resin, experiment. You know, watch YouTube channels, your social medias, and just watch and see what people do, what they're using. Let's see here. I have plenty of this color. I made a lot of this color. I should have made more of the medium blue. Put a little bit more in this. And I think we'll be okay on this. I think we're pretty good here. A little bit more maybe. And I can clear coat, you know, I can add a clear coat to this later and to fill up the rest of the mold. I don't know, it became pretty close. I'm not going to need it for any other molds tonight, that's for sure. Alright, let's blow this some heat on it, see if we can get rid of some of our bubbles. And I almost did not use this glitter because I didn't care for the white in it. But we'll see how it turns out. I might like it. I'm looking at the sides now and it looks kind of oceany, and so those little pieces of white might look pretty good along the side walls there. because we have sidewalls on this one, I'm just going to run my stick down in it and make sure we're pretty good. And that bubbles don't want to float upwards. All right, guys, there we are. We will let this set for 24 hours and we'll be back to unmold it in just a bit. Okay, guys, it's been, probably about 12-ish hours, maybe a little bit longer. And I'm not liking this. But we're going to go ahead and unmold. But I have gone ahead and prepared more resin so that we can make more. And I don't like how this settled here, and I'm hoping that it didn't do that on the other parts. Well, it did, but it could have been worse, I suppose. I'm just not caring too much for the Recollections glitter in this particular pour, so I'm omitting that from my this pour that I'm getting ready to do. But it's overall, it's not bad. I'm just not really crazy about how it has settled in some of the darker areas, so that's not horrible. Let's unmold some of the other pieces. I didn't even make any more resin to top off these because I wasn't really sure that I was gonna use them for anything, but it's not terrible. I think it's just too much glitter, a little bit too much with that. And I like something a little more subtle, I suppose. These are still a little soft because it hasn't been very long. And I've already got my resin mix, so I'm trying to kind of going ahead and get these unmolded and look at the difference between the fronts and the back. So see, what I'm saying is that you just really never know when you go to unmold what these are going to really look like. But I enjoy working through the process. I like the colors together. I'm just not a fan of the glitter. There's that. And someone else might be, but I am not. I like the effects this one gives with the blue in there. So there is this set. I'm going to go ahead. I'm prepared to go on ahead and make another set of these this morning. I have poured a total of 12 ounces this morning. And so we'll see how different they'll be and look at them comparatively when this next set is done. So I'm going to go ahead and move these out of the way, let them finish curing. And I'll talk about what I'm using this morning. As far as my colors go. All right, so I'll go ahead and get this ready. Normally I would take the time and clean these up really well. With some warm soap and water. I'm just going to wipe them down real quick with a baby wipe. Let it dry. and we'll talk about our colors. All right, so I'm essentially going with the same colors, but a few different adds. I'm using more of this color called C. I like this lighter color. I'm also changing out my glitter to Fair Winds from Drier Days, and it just gives a really pretty champagne-y white glitter. Okay, I'm also using some Silver Flake matte white from Drier Days, and this is truly matte. There's no sheen or anything to this. I'm sticking with my antique lace. I've poured a little bit more of that because I really love this stuff, and a little bit less of my my deep blue pigment from Drier Days, and just because I want this to be more of a highlight in it, and I think I can do that so that it's stands out more this way than adding more of it so that it mixes too much with the sea blue. So lots happening with these colors, and I think that I'll be a little bit happier with these glitter blends. Oh, and in this I also added a little bit of this Southern, Under the Sea by Southern Country, and it's a very, very fine glitter, just to give a little bit of something in with that darker blue. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get to pouring. I'll start kind of helter-skelter in any random way I can here, because I have poured this and it's sitting there, and I just want to make sure that this doesn't start to thicken up on me. I'll wind up spilling something over here on my right. And just making sure that everything gets a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Okay, that was my antique lace. This is my matte white. And I did not mix this as opaque as I could have. Okay. Now I'm going to go on ahead and put in some of my Fair Winds glitter. Here and there. Okay, and some of my Silver Flake, making sure that some of this gets down into the side walls here. You just kind of have to help the flake find some direction, otherwise it'll sit in a blob, depending on how thick you make your mix. I mixed mine a little bit, not too thick, but I mixed it a little bit thick so that it would break up some. The thicker you keep your mixture, the more you can always add more resin to it after you've broken it up a little bit, but I just want it to get it broken up. Okay, let's see. Now with my darker blue, I'm just remixing, making sure all my micas are mixed in well. And then we will add our sea blue. Okay, and then we'll just kind of start stacking and add some more of my antique lace here. And then just a little bit more of my blue. And then we'll blow the bubbles out. Just some accents here. Awesome. All right. Okay. We'll go ahead and take care of my bubbles. Very pretty colors together. I think they're going to be, I think I'm going to be much happier with this particular setup. Add a little bit more to this one. I had a little clear area right there, so I didn't really want it to be clear. All right. There we go, friends. I'm just going to follow this up with a little bit of alcohol and get those bubbles popped and monitor this for the next 15-30 minutes, and then we'll be back to unmold when this is complete. Okay guys, it is later in the afternoon. I have checked on these, and these are pretty much set. They're probably going to be a little bit soft, but as a matter of fact they are, because I can see just where I touched that. But they're firm enough where I can go ahead and unmold. I'll go ahead and start with these. These were some that I did with leftover resin that I started the other day, and then used my leftover resin that I had created today to do my coaster set. And we'll see where this is gonna lead me. And on this I did one of those little flowers in the mold. So that turned out pretty cool with the deep blue. And you can see that with the studio lights, it's really hard to see, but there is like a glittery flash in that deep blue color. So this will be a keychain. Here's the center of the flower, and then the petals around it. That turned out pretty cool, I think. So this is a bonus for the end of this video. Here is another one that I started the other day by doing one of the flowers in the mold, and just needed backer color on it, so I used my leftover Mica from today and filled in a backer on that. And there is that's pretty. Can y'all see the petals on the flower? That turned out so pretty. I added larger pieces of glitter along with fine glitter, but look at that tink from Dryer Days. It is so pretty. It just shines. It's probably got to be, I don't know, I've got so many of her favorite glitters. Her glitters are absolutely the best. So there's that. Happy with both of those. Very happy with both of these. My little pet heart keychains, they really sell well. So if you can get your hands on one, it'd be something good for you to even start with resin. And it doesn't take a whole lot of resin to do those. But here we go. Let's try this. Now I'm going to unmold it, but it's going to take some time for it to completely cure. Because this is a thicker mold, this is, you know, a thicker casting. A lot of times it does set a little bit faster. But yeah, this is still real bendy. I'm going to wait on this, but we'll go ahead and unmold these because I'm impatient. And I'm just peeling these back. And I made sure I put enough resin in these that I can, look at that. You can really see that Fair Winds glitter in there that's backed behind that antique lace and just little specks of that white. But isn't that so pretty? And there's the underside. Beautiful. Okay, let's do this one. The reveal is so much fun. It's such a surprise. And you know what, guys? I posted my my other coaster set that I did earlier in this video on my Instagram feed. I got a really positive response from it. But anyways, ooh, look. Sparkly goodness. You know, you can't even really see the the silver flake in it. Every once in a while you see a little speck of it, but I'm okay with that. Beautiful, beautiful. Ooh. So beautiful. I'm just surprised that you can't even see any of the silver flake in this. You'll probably be able to see big amounts of it in this just because you can't really see any in this, but that's okay. I am okay with that. This is a pretty one on the back, isn't it? All right. Look. These are pretty. Look at that. All right, I'm going to give this maybe another hour or two, and then I'll come back again, guys. I just don't want to chance it. All right. See you in a minute. Well, guys, okay. I am back. Now, I thought I had you turned on, and it must have turned off before I got completely ready. I decided to just go on ahead and unmold. It's only been about 30 minutes, but I think I can straighten it out once it's unmolded. I hope. I may have made a mistake, but if I have, then I'll just re-pour. That's the fun of it, right? All right. There we Beautiful. That's perfect. And you really can't, you can see just tiny little hints of that silver flake. It probably wasn't even worth putting it in there, but hey, you never know. It was only just a little bit anyway, so, but this turned out really, really, really well. I'm very pleased with this. This is more of what I had in mind. You know, you can see some of the dark pigment. Oh, look at the side. That's beautiful. You can see hints of my deep blue and that sea and the Fair Winds glitter. It's just stunning. I'm very happy. Now, I'm going to let this completely cure, because last time I did one of these live with you with my mold, I put my coaster in before it was completely set, and then it stuck. So we won't make that mistake again, but you have to laugh at yourself sometimes. But hey, I hope you guys enjoyed this experiment. Here is the difference between the two. I think there's a big difference in them. But you can see how the subtle glitter, to me, just works better. Now, everybody has a different aesthetic that they like, and I get that. This just wasn't mine, and so I just think it's okay, but it's not my taste, and but my taste isn't everybody's. I love these. Anyways, guys, thanks for joining me. Please, if you would, if you found value in watching my videos, then please hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. And leave me a comment. Tell me what you'd like to see again in the future. Tell me what you liked about this, what you didn't like about it. But hey, thanks for joining me. Take care and God bless.